That looks all right. We should be all right. Well, we got sound. Yeah. Come on. Play on my emotions. Jenkins. I'm about to cut my mission mount here. Let's try some backside, huh? All right. Yeah, headphone wearers. Beware. Beware headphone users. It's going to be a noisy, noisy one. Well, what's a crack-a-lacking, people? How the heck are we? Doing a little muffler and cutout work here. Put some mufflers on this noisy thing. Get her quiet for cruising. And then we're going to put a cutout on here to be noisy for racing. Makes sense? Makes sense. Uh-oh. My battery's dead. Son of a gun. Do it the old-fashioned way, I reckon. What's up there, my only viewer right now? How the heck are you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, I'll look at your comment in just a second. Looks like we're getting ready to get a little storm. Oh my goodness. You know, I haven't used a hand ratchet in a while, but it's like, feels like prehistoric times, you know? Who uses hand ratchets anymore? Let's get this out of the way. I'm gonna be able to slip that out of there. Let's see. Oh, a little Massachusetts. How the heck are you? How's the weather in old Mass? What's up, everybody? Working on the old fox body tonight. I'm gonna be here for a hot minute. Doing a cutout, some new mufflers. Well, some mufflers. Can't say new because I don't have any mufflers. A little cutout action. What's up there? I don't even know. I don't know if that's Chinese or Japanese or what. But hey, welcome, welcome. Let's see what we're gonna do with this. Might have to move you guys so you can get a little better view of what the heck's going on under here. Oh yeah, that'll be all right. Can make that work. Make that work just fine. All right. You guys give me just a minute. I'll be right back. Hold tight. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. And a visitor picking up some car parts. Hot and sticky in Mass right now. I'm in Florida, bud. You see the humidity? Watch. Shh. Ah. So we cut that. Hey, let me know if that fan creates a lot of feedback, noise, and such. It was 117 degrees in the garage when I got out here. Right now, it's just a little under 100. Last time I did a live with the microphone, there was a lot of feedback, and it sounded like I was summoning the devil. Or like, rah, 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 rah. So, don't cut no corners. Use your V-bands. That way, you gotta take the crap apart, you take it apart. I like putting V-bands on stuff. Makes my life a lot easier. And you can rotate your V-band to any position, I know I'm a little off camera. I apologize. You see my pretty face. I mean, it's supposed to be a 3-inch pipe. What are we working on here? Now I'm getting hungry. Some of my stuff. Here's my doodads and my thingamaffuckers. There's one. See, the battery's still good. Let's see. What am I working on here? It's not quite 3 inches. Story of my life. It says it's exactly 3. Yeah, that's all right. What's up? No, just wasn't holding my tongue the right way, I guess. Now it's in there. What's going on, everybody? What are we doing tonight? Chilling? Going out to eat? Watch it. I'm gonna go watch that new Superman movie. Jinkies. Let's tap that down a little bit. Hold ears. There we go. That's a good fit. Nice. Appreciate everybody watching. Appreciate everybody that's been subscribing. I know it ain't, top tier entertainment, but look at that. It's going to be nice when it's all welded up. Little V-bands on there. Cutout goes here. Let's see if I flip this. Oh, I did. I did it the right way. Look at me doing stuff. I need to trim that a little bit more. Actually, a lot of bit more. I'm going to take about a ½ inch off of that. Right. I didn't want to cut too much off. I mean, it's metal. You can always put it back together, but it's never the same. So I'm going to need to account for. Let me get this other side on here. Cut too much off. Let's see. And yeah, it should still clear that. Right. Right there. Let me get a marker. All right. Not quite sure what you're trying to say, but thanks. Texas, sweet. Man, how did you make out in that flood situation out there? Holy shit. It was a fucking nightmare. I couldn't believe what I was seeing when I seen all that. About an inch off of that. Alright, if you're wearing headphones, it's going to get loud. I got to use a sawzall. Turn your volume down or mute it or something. What's that noise? Is that a bird in here? You guys hear that? Freaking me out, man. Alright, hold your ears. Let's see. Somewhere. Oh, gross. Don't cut your new cross member, dummy. Stifler's deal won't cheap. I have to get a little precision here. Let's see. See if I can screw this up. There we go. Right as rain. Might be a little crooked, but we'll be alright. Alright. Let's see this. Let's see this. And this one. I'll have to trim a little more off of that. Let's see. Oh. Look at me doing stuff. Alright. There. Well, I hope that motor clears. And what is that V-band? Oh boy. Same manufacturer, slightly smaller V-band. So this one is slightly smaller than the other one that's on there, but I got more. Let's see. That's 3-inch, I think. Oh, those are shiny. Look at how shiny those are. I don't know if that's 3-inch. Doesn't look like it. Absolutely not. I don't know what the heck that was for. That's like 2.5. 2. Tiny. And what I would have bought. That's 2.5. Called it. I don't know what I would have bought such a small V-band for. Probably ordered it wrong. I got more. Don't worry. Yeah, there we go. So the front side of that doesn't matter if it's slightly smaller because I'm using the same V-band, but the back half has to match the V-band that's already on the exhaust because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to cut everything back off. Now, what side do I need? The feet outside. Luckily for me, I hoard my V-band clamps. It fits just a little better too. Look at that, right on there. So I need to space that out a little bit. Maybe I should practice my TIG welding on this. I've been trying to teach myself TIG welding. Got an old cheapo Vavor TIG welder. Yeah, that's mine, man. It's my car. 1986 GT T-top. Last year for the 4eyes. I think somewhere in that general area. I'm gonna put the motor on this. Put the motor on this thing, and that needs to be out of there. That's there. I have to slide that out a little bit. All right. That's there. Oh, wow. We'll take that right to the edge, huh? Just want to make sure I do it straight. I think it's getting ready to rain. Move that fan. Is that fan giving you guys a lot of feedback? Like I said last time, it was awful. It sounded like I was trying to raise the dead. It was. If you go back and watch it live where I was working on that 67 Firebird, you'll hear it. I was like, what is that? Saying Satan trying to talk to me? It's crazy. All right. So this one and this one. Slip this back on here a little bit. I have to just tack that in place so it stops coming off. I'm going to check one more thing here. Just slightly. Need to open it up a touch. Let's see now. I want the outside over here. Just slightly smaller than it should be. I mean, you're talking a little bit. So, it's alright. I just have to tackaroo that. Alright, anyway, I got off track. Let me see what this motor does on here. Move this out of the way a little bit. Holy macaroni. Jeez. I tell you, you can never have enough workbench, you know? There's just stuff everywhere. And got a whole top of a classic 78 Snap-on box, and it's still not enough room. Let's see. This. Need that right now, and don't need that. So, here is our electric cutout. 3-inch, of course. Stick with what you know. Stick with what you know. You know what I mean? So this, I need to have a piece of pipe that goes in this. Where does that go? Oh, there it is. So, here, I'll angle these guys down so you can see exactly what I'm doing. I'll do it. Maybe. Let me make a little phone adjustment here. Fonzo Milligan, how the heck are you? Alright. Let's see. See that alright? Look good to you? Looks good to me. Alright, so what we got is a 3-inch cutout. these doodads. Put that on there. I've got all the gaskets and such. I'm just mocking things up right this second. Put this on there. This on there. Trying to figure out which position I can caulk this in and it clear the floor. Let's see. Trying to go the right way. Let me get a little closer to the project. Not sure I'll be able to do it. Maybe. There. I'm sorry, I moved you guys. Now you can't see what the heck I'm doing. So, I'll move. So that's going to be pointing to the floor. That's going to point it down around. I need that to go a different way. Yep. Yeah. Boy, I hope I can make this work under there. It's going to piss me off if I can't. It's going to be too. I wish they'd have made this V-band so you could just rotate it to wherever you need to. It'd be nice. Let's get y'all back pointed over there. A little bracing job here. There we go. So, that. Go. That away. Once I'm able to do it. This here. Alright, it's holding that in place. Look at this monstrosity. Pretty cool though. Makes all the right noises. Alright, let's see. Oh man. Right there. It's just gonna be enough. Let me put the tip on there. Let me get that tip action. Let's see. This. Oh, shit, bad. What did I do? Alright, I think that's the right one. Yeah. That is going to need to go this way. There. Man, I hope my snap-on battery is not bad. That's going to suck. Another $175 for a stupid battery. Outdated technology, really. And once you start buying Snap-on, they got you by the short and curlies because nobody makes any, let's call it aftermarket batteries for the dang things, and Snap-on's warranty is not what it used to be. It's awful, practically wasting your money. Alright, that should stay. Let's tighten this up just a tick, huh? Oh, wow. Those bolts are really long. That's going to have to be addressed. Those bolts are like, geez, ½ inch way too long. Hang on a second. Let me set this up here for my ideas, my general idea, and I'll bring you along. So, yeah, that'll work. And then that can go just like that. Right out the back. Turn it down just a little bit, and it's almost too tight, but it's almost level. Hangs down just a touch. I think that's going to have to be the way it's going to be. I really can't go up any higher. And that is just there. That'll work. Let me bring you with me. You guys can see what the heck I'm doing. Let me unplug the charge cable. Take you with me. Here we go. Whee! So we got, I don't know how well you can see. Oh, and there we go. Right? You see that? All right. It's going to go right there. And I'm going to just clear where that electric motor is. I don't know how well you can see that, but you get the idea. Look at that pretty drive shaft. So it's going to be like that. That's the way it's going to get done. I'm going to mark this so remember the orientation. Boys. Ryan, you still with us, bud? You asked the question. Sorry, I look a little Guido with my hair hanging out of my shirt, but you know, you work an 8-hour day, you get hot. Come home, it's hot. So I need to mark this so I remember where the heck it goes back, so I don't have to fiddle around with it. All right, there we go. All right, take this back off. I get to cleaning up some metal and welding some stuff together. Then I'm going to move on to these mufflers. I went with the Dynamax Ultra Flow. Watch this video. I'm sure if anybody's been watching car-related stuff, it's, you know, Fox body like mine, but much cleaner with a blower on it, and it sounded great. It sounded good cruising. It was quiet. So that's the muffler I went with, is the muffler that's on that guy's car, hoping that it keeps the car quiet, cruising, and then the cutout is for when I'm racing. I can open the cutout, it'll be loud, good flowing exhaust, not have to worry about back pressure. I mean, those mufflers might be absolutely fine for what I'm going to do, but I don't want to risk it and be out there on the street and get showed up because I put a very restricted muffler on the car. So this is going to give me that equalizer, I guess. So it's definitely going to start raining here shortly. So I got to weld all this stuff up and get this welded up. It's a little cattywampus there. Can't see what I'm doing, huh? There you go. Move it down. So I'm getting ready to do. You see that all right? Looks like you can. So all I got to do is I'm going to tack the V-bands on the end of this. And then I got to clean up my other pipe and tack a V-band on that and get this positioned where I want it. And then take it down and finish weld it. And then put it back up, mount it permanently, and then tackle those mufflers. Those mufflers are going to be a trick because my entire exhaust system is homemade, if you would. Every piece of it I've had to cut, manipulate to get to work because I have under the axle tailpipes, and they were over the axle 3-inch Flowmasters, so I had to chop them up and then fit it to go under the axle, and that's what I did, and it works and it sounds great, and nothing hits, nothing bangs, nothing rubs. It's nice, but it's very loud. I've got 2 bullet mufflers, 2 6-inch or 8-inch bullet mufflers, which is just a straight piece of pipe essentially. It's supposed to take the rasp and the resonance out. They really don't do any of that. Yeah. So, should I try my hand at TIGging this, or should I just go ahead and MIG it and be done with it? I don't know. I'm on the fence. But I need to get this thing level out. It doesn't really. That's loud. I'm sorry. That's the one that fell earlier. Put that back up there. So, get this back on there. It's a good squeeze, nice tight fit. But I need it to work with me. You know, it should be. That, I almost want to take a die grinder in there. Clear it out a little bit. All right. So we tack that one, put this one back on here. I have to slide this one out to the end, but let me tack this. We'll go from there. I know I keep saying the word tack a lot, but I apologize. That's what happens when you talk to yourself most of the time. Oh, that was already on. What's that doing still on? Crikey. Yeah, look at those. All right. Anybody got a Miller connection? I need a new lead. Spring of ice over here, huh? Last time I did this on my toolbox, people were fussing at me. It's a snap-on. It's a snap-on. So what? It's junk. Toolboxes. Jeez. 30 years old now. Yes, it's heavy. That is a brake drum off of a semi truck. They are about 120 pounds a piece. Just a couple little tacks to hold that in place. Nothing extravagant. That right there. Grab my little helmet so I don't burn my retinas out. A lot of people like to close their eyes and squint when they do that. Well, you know, you still screw your eyes up. And I'm blind enough as it is. Let's see. Should be alright as far as heat goes. Oh, yeah. A little hot for that, but it'll be alright. A little hot for that. Tackaroo. That back on there. Need to put this on there. I'll go back over here to the project. Get you standing up a little bit. Look at that intercooler. Great God. Shit. That's the right one. That'll be there. I kind of picked that over pretty good, didn't I? I have to change that. I have to do something different because I don't think I'm gonna have room with that and the V-band in there. I have to be a little creative with that. Oh, I have to change my downpipe a little bit. Just stick on there. Jeez. So I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna smash the shit out of my finger here in a second. There we go. I think that's gonna work out. Maybe I have enough space. I'll check it before I make it permanent. And this and this. Yeah, make up a little difference. Yeah, but I have, and that is extremely perfect. It's gonna have to be tapped over there, but up there maybe. Better, huh? Down. Seem to hurt. This can't be so far in. That still needs to come down. So. Down. Now doing this by yourself, trying to do 3 things at one time. Sucks. You always need an extra hand, you know. If I could throw my leg up there, I dang sure would. So that there. I think that can let me rotate that so wherever it sits goes on that for you. It's got to be straight. If it's not straight, you're not going to be able to rotate it. You're going to have two uneven surfaces. So, down a little bit. Hey, oh, hey! What up, cuz? If you guys are watching, go over to my boy's channel. the yacht racing team. He does a lot of cool stuff with his cars. A lot of racing, legal racing. You know, I don't approve of that sissy stuff, but he does it. You guys go check his stuff out. Maybe give him a little subscribe. He's almost got enough to get monetized. And he can start funding his own projects with YouTube money. What up, man? Doing a little cutout action, electric cutout, and I got some mufflers, like quiet mufflers, to put in the back, so the car will cruise nice and quiet. But you know, when I want to get loud, I could just open the old cutout up. You know, redneck stuff. See how that looks. Going on live tonight, bud? Still needs to come down too. Let's come down a little bit. That difference up. Welder. That needs to come down a whole lot. I'm going to do it. So angle that down. We'll cut that. I could cut that and go up with it. Might not be a bad idea. I think I might have just enough room for my V-band. That'll work. I'm going to have to do a hanger of some sort on that end. I think I might do that. I might, because it does hang down awfully low, even before I thought about it. So if I raise that up half an inch, should be famous last words. I'm going to cut that off and raise this up. See where I end up with. Because that ought to be good right there. I might have to make me a hanger. Put that all pretty close. For clearance. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut that hanger and raise that up. I gotta chop my tailpipes up anyway, so I'll do that there, raise this up half inch. Be alright. Let's get the clearance that I need. A cutout? Look, there's tons of them out there. And there are some expensive ones out there, like ridiculous expensive. I was going to do a 4-inch and put it right here at my downpipe, and I was like, no, I don't want to. You don't even want to do that. So I decided to run it where my 4-inch downpipe transitions to 3-inch. So just before the X pipe, I'm gonna have my cutout right there. So the opening should be just behind the driver's seat. And it won't be ridiculously loud while it's open, you know. You're talking, you crack that thing open, make it hit, close it, be done with it. I use, they're really good cutouts. I've got one on Skinny Jeans Trans Am. We've used a couple on other people's stuff. Who is it? Speed Lab or a Speed Lab? Speed Lab, it's supposed to be Speed Lab. These people right here. So I know that's backwards, but it says Speed Lab. And they actually make really good cutouts. Skinny Jeans has been on her car for a while, and she uses it all the time. She likes to ride around with her cutout open. So let me cut this thing off. It's gonna get loud, people. Turn your headphones down. Tell you what. I'm cutting through a big chunk of weld if you're wondering what's taking so long. Wow. Time for a new blade. Oh, we'll go. Almost there. There we go. Holy shit. That was a pretty big gob of weld there. Hola, ¿cómo está? It looks like you're maybe Pakistan. I can't read it, but hey, how you doing? Mi no habla. Mi no habla. Yeah. It's right there. That's good. I kicked it all over a little bit too. I'm gonna make sure I pay attention to that. It's gonna come over this way. That's over there. That's gonna have to be moved over just a touch. Oh, I hope that doesn't change my motor height. Oh, that's gonna suck. I'll put that back on in just a second. I bet you Bet you a nickel, a whole nickel, that's going to change my motor height. I have to come up with something different. Let's see. So that's too high. Right there. Much higher. Just put this thing out. Whoop. That's there. That's at an angle. Definitely make that work. Definitely make that work there, but don't know about my motor now. That sucks. So I'm gonna have to get something to pull that right in there. Let me do that. I get carried away and start welding things up, and then I know I'm gonna be like, oh no, I forgot to pull the pipe over, and then it's too late. I gotta undo everything. Hey everybody. Let's just do this for now. One more zipper tie. Just want something to hold the exhaust over, so I don't have to, because it's all pretty close right now under here with the tailpipes. I suppose it really doesn't matter because I can cut them all up anyway, but I just want to start from where I know where I was. All right. Make sure my tips are straight. Straight enough for a Fox body. They're never perfect on these cars. But the pipe is a little twisty. Kind of go up this side. Let's see. What you say? Yeah, I can't do that. Let's see. There. Actually. Huh. I'll be dipped. Wow. That's going to have to be. Here we go. Let's see where I'm at. What's up? Hey, I appreciate everybody subscribing and liking and watching my videos. One of these days, I'll get monetized. One of these days. I reckon I should have left that zip tie where they were. Back at zip tie. Let that pipe go over some. One of these days, I'll get monetized and I can do this for a living. You know, work on other people's stuff, not my stuff. I'd much rather make money working on other stuff than my own stuff and spend money. Let's see where I'm at now. Probably should have just started from scratch with this. You know? Cut it all off. to start from scratch. Probably what I'll end up doing after I spend $5,000 on doing this 3 times. Where's that? Why is that so far over now? That. Oh, I'm sorry, you dummy. What's that? Something like that. It's a bad thing about when you make your own exhaust is that, it's just not throw in the air and bolt together. It's you did something to tweak a pipe, and then that pipe is now tweaked this way, and when you cut it all loose, it all goes twang, goes all over the place, and you end up, doing it 3 or 4 times before you get it the way you want it. But I don't like taking my own advice, so I'll do it 2 or 3 times and spend a pile of money. Oh, that's a little too much. I need that to go over a little bit. That's a little too much. There we go. Just keep it straightish. Picked over-ish enough. Where I need to be at least. I can't fly you out here because I'm about to buy more exhaust pipe. If I fly you out here, then I can't afford more exhaust pipe. You're just going to have to drive your ass down here, and I'll give you like $20 for gas money. It's not that long of a drive. So mean to me. Don't know what I'm doing. It's terrible. You say such things. I'll give you a line Jason's dad once gave to me. I've done forgotten more than you'll ever know. He was right, though. I might not be. It's all right. It'll be all right. There. All right. Now, I guess I should have brought my marker with me. I can mark that. Should work right there. Should still maybe have enough clearance. I need to get that V-bang clamp on, tighten it, and then tack this side. And then I can swivel this around and see where I end up. Hang on. I don't even have my work pen on me. I don't even have my pocket knife on me. Holy sheesh. Oh well. Poor guy. Man, it's not like me to come unprepared. You see, if you were here, you could have handed me this. Could have handed me this. Could have been done. Oh no. Stay in Virginia. Loser. With your humidity. Alright. Battery charging over here? Heck no, it's just flashed at me. May have lost the snap-on battery due to the extreme temperatures. Man, corn, it was 117 degrees in here when the old lady opened the door for me. Let's see. One pocket. There's a little bit. On there. I should have my cordless right now. Just zip that right on up there. But I don't. It's screwed up. Hiya. Hiya. Oh. Just keep getting better and better. That's on there. Grab. Grab a ratchet rejection here. Hey. I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater. Me love you long time. I think it's fixing to rain out here. Alright, now. Yep. This. So. There. That. Too shabby. Draw that. I don't know why I didn't think about that a minute ago. Tell me. Alright. Got these head on there. So that'll stay. Not looking too bad. Huh? Kicked up. Back it off. Don't need my V-bands not lined up right. I'm gonna be fighting this thing constantly. I know it's gonna fall and bonk me right in the head. I feel it. I can feel it. You know, Corn, being that your car is a 4-cylinder, I mean, I know it's like Ford Mazda. Is it still a ricer? Do you still consider your car a ricer car? You know, like a Honda or something? You know, just because it's Ford Mazda. Faux Mazda Co. Stay. Don't go nowhere. Doesn't look too shabby. Man, I hit my head the other day. Hit my head right there. Bleeding and everything. Yeah, it's heavy. Need you to come down here, buddy, and teach me how to TIG weld, so I can, you know, have nice clean welds. Yeah, a little too hot there, bud. A little too hot. Turn that down a little bit. Turn that down a little bit too. Oh wow, ice, dummy. Shit, that in place good enough. Now let's get that motor. Yeah, that's all that for now. Let's get this motor here. Make sure it'll still fit where I want it to. But like Mr. Magoo in it, huh? So now, oh yeah, oh, just turn it down just a touch. Turn that down just a little bit. Should be good. And I'll tack all this. Pull it down. Finish weld it up real quick. That should be good. We've got here this failure. Alright. There. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Should work out. Should work out. Sorry about that. A freaking bug right down my throat. Want to get that deep in there, you're gonna have to pay next time. Holy cow. Wow. I just gotta freeze it. Alright. That's it there. So put that up there too. Wow. Gross. Bug. Right. That's wrong. Kamikaze. Right down the back of my throat. I usually charge for that kind of thing. He paid with his life, though. Really. I'm going to show you what I'm doing here in just a second, Mr. Put your shirt on. Let's see what's going on. That. Turn that away. Right there, I think that'll work beautifully. I think that will work beautifully. Let me take you for a ride there, peoples. See, I might as well. Alright, so there's the old electric cutout. Yeah. I don't have my flashlight on me, so I can't really give you, but there is just, let me see, yep, just enough clearance for that wire. Yeah, just enough over the top, about finger width over the top of that motor. And it doesn't sit much lower than the rest of the exhaust. But of course, that clamp right there is going to be spun around to where it's not dangling. Same with this one. But yeah, we dumping it right out and back, and this is right underneath of my seat here, so that'll help with some of the noise when that cutout's open. So that should work out pretty good. But here's the rest of my homemade exhaust. So I don't know if you were listening earlier, but these are the over-axle Flowmaster 3-inch tailpipes for Fox body. But because I've got anti-roll bar and my coilovers, you can't run it over the axle anymore. So what I had to do is I had to take and cut this in sections and turn them to get them to lay flat and come under the axle. Yeah, right now my rear is tied up to keep it at ride height, so I can do my tailpipes. With the rear hanging, it sits on top of the tailpipes. So I just tied it up. I've got some limiting straps. I got to figure out where I'm going to put them so that doesn't happen when I pick it up on the lift. Because I got to pick it up a little bit and put it on the stands, on those stands, and then secure the rear up or take the tailpipes off, and it's kind of getting old. So I've got some limiting straps I'm going to put on there, but I got to make sure that when I put them on there that it still allows the car takes off. They need to be, well, I know it needs to be stainless. Money, come on down here, Daddy Warbucks. Help me out. Help a cracker out now. Bring me some of that money you got. All right, so that's gonna work out just freaking dandy. Just dandy. That'll work there. Let me mark that just in case. Just in case it decides to rotate. Same with this one. There. Some kind of looks good. Alright. Check this. Make sure it looks good. That looks good all the way around. Let me put my helmet back on. Ground action. Put it back on the side there. Right. Alright, let me take that off. That's a little sturdier. It's gonna be a hot mess under here with this exhaust, but if I get the goal that I'm looking for, I think I'll be fine. You know, you can't really. I mean, the car's not stupid loud inside when you're cruising, but hi doggies. But when you are like trying to idle through town and you want to accelerate a little bit, it's got this horrible resonance in this awful. It's stupid loud from like 2,000 RPM to 3,500. It's just like ungodly loud. You would think the car was 6,000 RPM. It's so loud, but it's not. You're only like 3,000. You're going, and then once it passes 3,200 RPM, then it's quiet again. It's but the initial takeoff and the pull away, I can't stand the sound. I hate it. Absolutely hate the sound. That's right. That's not the right V-band for that. The old V-band. It's a new V-band. It's crazy. 1/8 of an inch, or less than that, really, of a difference between these two V-bands, and one will fit one will fit the other. I'm gonna give me invest in a head camera. Probably bonk the crap out of it, or drive people nuts. Look at this. Still feel that bug in the back of my throat. I don't know why I'm leaving that on there. Get the hell out of the way, damn it. Tighten these up, and then I will put a few more Tackarooskies on here. I don't know why I said that. I don't repeat that. I don't ever tell anybody about that. Yeah, a lot of people do the straight pipes and it resonator muffler deletes on like the S650s, X550s, S550s, all that. It does. It sounds awful. But this, you know, I thought that when it went turbo, it would actually be a lot tamer of a sound, and it's not. It sounded better when it was NA with the full exhaust on here, but I guess because it's 4-inch to 3-inch, and then into an X pipe and out the back, it just changed it. It changed that exhaust note, and I hate it. And a lot of people have said, because if you idle away and like barely get into the gas, everybody's like, man, that thing sounds good. But as soon as you go to accelerate it, it's god awful. I can't. But I've been wanting to change it for a long time. I just haven't. I did that 67 Firebird and got a few bucks, so I figured I would go ahead and buy exhausts. I really should be buying that twin disc clutch, but I still need a few $100 more to do that. Might have a little side work tomorrow on a Volkswagen GTI, GDI, whatever the heck it is, doing a downpipe. He wants to run his downpipe through his hood, and it's going to be like a funnel. So he wants to go 3-inch to 4-inch out of the hood of his car. You know, hey, I'm for it. Whatever, man. Whatever you want. I asked him, I said, are you cutting a hole in the hood? He said, yeah, I'll cut the hole in the hood. And I said, all right, I'll do everything else. I am not cutting a hole in somebody's hood and screwing it up, and they blame me for it. The last thing I need is to buy somebody a hood. All right, so we're done. Maybe a couple more tacks on here. Unlike dirty metal, you know. Oily metal. Of course, I got painted metal over here. Let's keep that. Can't get in there. Oh, this needs to be just a little higher. Here. There. All right. I'll have to hold it and take it off. Finish weld it. See what happens. Yeah. You don't run full exhaust on your car, do you? It's not stupid loud, at least in the videos. But my tuner wanted me to do open downpipe on this, and I refused to cut a hole in my fender and run it out of the side of the car and put a bullhorn on. I refused. I said, you just gotta have to tune it the way it is. What up, man?
Oh, how's it going?
It's going. It's got my cutout mocked up. See?
That'll probably help us pull up too.
Maybe.
That's only a 3-inch downpipe?
No, it's 4 down to 3. I was gonna run one up here, but I really don't want to fool with this.
Yeah.
And I don't want it here. Yeah, I don't want tire. Yeah, I don't want it blowing down on the tire. So I figured there would be all right. Might help a little bit.
You had the same freaking cross member for the trans?
Yeah, I put that in a couple of months ago.
Oh, that's right. I was telling you about it.
Yeah. Yeah, after I saw yours, I was like, I gave it one.
It makes life easy.
Well, it did, and it actually straightened the motor out some because it's not leaned back as far. Yeah. So
oh yeah, because I remember you said something like you probably wouldn't have to do the thing on your hood if you had that done before you did the hood.
Yeah, it would have given me a little more clearance because it tilted it. It tilted it up maybe a ½ inch or so. Because remember, the motor was down at a pretty steep angle for what it was.
You do that?
No.
It's really easy to make.
Yeah.
I just watched the guy do it. He literally got 90. He just cut across that 90, made a 3 hole teardrop on it. It was like,
Yeah.
it was like a,
Yeah.
I was like, no.
Yeah. Once I get, I gotta weld that. Once I get to get this situated, well, finish weld it and put it back in, and then
Make sure you spin that up there.
yeah, all that's got to turn. It's just there for ease of access. So I'm going to finish weld this, get it back in. I need to weld that hanger back on.
What's that about?
It was an X pipe,
Oh, okay.
and I cut that pipe off, and I just plugged it. I was thinking about just doing the cutout there, but with the exhaust having to come, because it comes down and it flows back,
Yeah, no.
having it here really wouldn't be beneficial for anything. So.
Do you want someone with it close, changes the actual flow?
Right.
Not just another opening.
Yeah. I had to tie it up so it wouldn't hang down on the tailpipes.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I haven't put my limiting straps on yet. I haven't really found a good place to put them because if I put them to the outside, I was looking at it earlier when I had it on the stands. I was thinking about putting it here and running it up to the frame rail.
Yeah.
But when I run the 345s, it's going to be in the way.
When are you going to run the 345?
Whenever the hell I want to. I got them in the garage. Nobody seems to want to buy them, so.
Oh, and you got 2 things against you. 345s is the first thing against you. Secondly, they're a grill for the bigger studs.
Oh yeah, well yeah, exactly. And it's a big ass tire. It takes every bit of this up. It takes every bit of this up. I had to change my tailpipes just to get them to clear, and they barely clear.
And what's the new mufflers look like?
They're the Dynamax Ultra Flows. Looks like a Flowmaster basically, but just a
Well, like that. Very nice. But you never sent me the video. So.
no, I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna change a lot.
Yeah.
A whole lot.
That car sounded really good, so I'm gonna try them. I mean, that's why I'm putting
These aren't too expensive either.
$126 a piece. Yeah. Yeah.
I remember I bought them on my 5.0 a long time ago. They were like $80 a piece.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh, so you just tagged these, huh?
Hey, look at you, Corn. You got a little follower talking.
What? Oh, you're streaming?
Yeah. Do a little live. A friend of mine back home, he has his own. He builds escorts and races those.
Oh, heck yeah.
Corn, what's your fastest in what was it, the purple car is your fastest car? Inline six in my car? No, it's a Gen 1 Coyote motor and a big turbo.
Well, I was gonna stop by and say, hey, see how's it going. I still haven't even made it home yet, so.
Wow. Get that overtime.
I did. I got it.
Heck yeah.
What's the deal with this?
I did it for a jack point because I didn't like jacking up on the K member.
Okay.
So I made it for a jack point.
Alright. Hell yeah.
And if I ever do hit something, it'll hit this before it hits the oil pan.
Like here.
Yeah, that was like that when I got the motor from the guy that took it out. Yeah, it's been like that. I was going to do that can aluminum oil pan, and I just too many negative reviews about how it really doesn't fit. You have to make it fit. You have to trim it and have somebody re-weld it. And I'm like, the metal pan does just fine.
Not worth that at all. Hell yeah.
It'll work.
Well, when I get to the converter, we'll have to go check out the scales again.
Yeah.
I'll get the scales, the roll cage, and everything. So.
Yeah. Tiffany's been wanting to go. Lately, she's been wanting to go, and I'm just like, I don't know where we're at. I've got an idea, but she went somewhere. I think she ended up weighing her car somewhere. I don't remember. Because there's a lot of public scales around here.
I'm going to shower, so I'm done.
All right. Yeah, I hear you. Long day too, but
Well, you got something you can do right now. I'm stuck.
yeah. Well, I got a kid coming over tomorrow with that Volkswagen. I don't know if I was telling you about that or not. Yeah, want me to do a downpipe. So I was trying to get this as far. Well, I'll probably stay up late and finish it anyway. I don't like to stop when I start. So,
yeah, I almost bought just a regular generic converter just to be able to drive the car around, but I was like, man, I'll just waste money. I'll just leave.
yeah.
You can get one from Jags for like $400, whatever. It's supposed to be a street strip. $500, I think, for this.
Yeah, 1166. That's his purple car. Oh, that's cool. 1166. It doesn't do bad. I mean, he's been screwing with his escort since we were in high school, and at the time, he's the only one doing it when we were growing up, and he tried all kinds of crazy shit when we were growing up. I remember a time I said, Corn, you remember this? The time I seen him at the junkyard, that he pulled a blower off of a 3.8 Buick. Those 3.8 blowers, his Eaton's. He had one of those, and he was trying to rig it up on his Escort motor, so he'd have a blower. I don't remember if you got that to work or not. Do you remember? Were you able to get that Eaton to work? Oh, he's having a conversation with another guy. That's all right. Talk away.
I've
Talk
seen
away.
people put those freaking superchargers on all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember I watched it. Just walking out, I'm like, what the hell you do with that? I'm put on the Escort. Like, all right. Cool. I don't remember if he ever made it work or not.
I like your channel.
Yeah, if you cut your holes, you cut yours open on the ends. Most people box them off, but I've never boxed mine off. I've always left them open. So I'm going to have to do that with my power wire when I get that muffler back here, because I'm not going to like this hanging out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to undo it from up there and run it through.
I need to straighten all my pins.
Yeah, mine's
Whoever had me up, but mine's like all the way down. Like, who the fuck was jacking this thing up? Like anywhere.
Yeah.
Just wherever they want to. I was like,
making a mess of things.
all right.
All right, dude. Later. And that fan is just blowing that dirt right in my eyeballs. Safety squints aren't working. Oh, wow. Somebody dumping some parts on me. I appreciate that. Heck yeah. Lights are looking pretty good. As soon as I get more action on these lives, speed freaks, safety first. Come on. If I lose one eye, I've got another, you know? But if I lose both, we'll see. I'll risk it.
I swear I can't come to your house without having a dead battery.
Damn Fords. Damn Fords.
I know I need the battery. I'm not going to get one tomorrow. But yeah, that's sort of, well, I did, but it didn't start trucking.
Yeah? What the hell happened to that battery? Oh, it's down there. And a battery. Hey, peoples, I'll be right back.
It just got double forward, no big deal.
Yeah. If this works, I'll be surprised.
It probably don't need much, bro.
If not, I'll just throw the hood open on the Kia. Man, look at that sunset.
I know.
I have to show y'all that.
I'm gonna go to Walmart probably tomorrow and get another battery.
Dude, I had to buy AMG glass mat for mine. It was almost $300.
But I have been having slower starts lately. I need a battery. I keep putting it off, but
Yeah, summertime, man. First, and hold those apart there. First, whoa, Jesus Christ, good thing I want the paint. First hot spill. Get that. Oh, there's some kind of way. Stay. Let's see if this works. If this works, dude, I'm gonna be excited. All right. Oh, whoa, whoa. Hang on. A little sparkle action down here. Whoop, back over there. Whoop, come on. There we go. Kind of not really on much here. Not on much at all. Yeah, try that. Nope. Yeah. Jeez. Yeah. Well, who knows?
I'm sorry. I was come over to say hi, and I ended up being a freaking nuisance.
Just leave it running next time, huh?
I guess more like I'm getting a better mom.
Yeah. Let me grab a key to the Kia. Roll it. Who knows if those jumper cables are any good, really. I don't know how long I've had them. What up? Did you use it? What? Oh, Mom's making sketty, huh?
Making spaghetti, and I'm having
All right. Gotta jump start a car. What? I'll do it in just a few minutes, pal.
Oh, 922.
Yeah, you got your dollar out of it.
I think it's the battery that was in the car when I bought it.
Yeah.
I don't put a battery in this thing. No, I didn't go with.
Yeah, I don't even know how old those fucking things are.
We're live.
Yeah. Good bite anyway. Come on. Let it charge it up for a second or two. Those little.
My door didn't close all the way, so the lights are off a little bit. That should be enough to go battery.
No.
That battery's fucked.
Yeah. She done for.
Got me a little cold air intake on this one.
Yeah. Fancy pants. Well, hot air intake.
It's got the vent coming.
It's got the little funnel there.
Yeah.
Or AM interaction. All right, give her a go. Let's see what happens. There she goes.
A little bit of Hyundai power.
Yeah.
That's all. It turned all my shit to kilometers.
Sweet.
So like my miles, like my mileage and everything else says kilometer and all that shit. Instead of it saying mile an hour on the gauge, it's flipped to 50 kilometer now. I'm like, God, like I said, I just want to come and say hi for a minute. No,
Man, damn battery.
one thing I'm gonna do tomorrow is get my phone.
Yeah, well,
I'll have a battery too. I don't want to go by that.
we'll see if that kid shows up or not.
Okay.
He doesn't. I told him after 9. Hit me up after 9. So if he hits me up after 9 and says he's coming, then I'll screw with that for a few hours, and then we'll get your car over, and
We can do it. Like I said, we can even wait
we
till next
get.
weekend if you're gonna be busy.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, we'll see how we go tomorrow. Yeah. All right. Now, where was I? You guys still talking about escorts? Oh my goodness. I'm trying to catch up on all the chit chat here. Oh, boy. Yeah. Oh man, the speeder's coming out. Yeah, no Chrysler products around here, bud. Who's running a forklift turbo? Me? Yeah. All right. Now, where the heck was I? What was I doing? I don't remember anymore. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. Now I remember. Now I remember. Let me do something here. Where is this? This. Shine a little light on the little subject here. Closer. A little closer. This now, that's all welded up. There. Pretty, but it'll hold. Yeah, I don't drive for Swift. I just fix what the drivers fuck up. Or don't. A lot of picky drivers not wanting to drive specific tractors, so they'll make up crap and say something's wrong with it. Send it to the shop, and I don't have to figure out what the hell they're talking about because the shit don't make sense. run my ass around and waste most of my day dealing with dummies. Just because they don't want to drive a tractor. They don't like it, or it smells, or somebody smoked in it. What kinds of crap? Whoa. Sugar on this thing has been acting up lately. Stuck on me again. I don't know if it's just the way that it gets in line or something. What happens? Dirt, rust. Come on. There we go. That's not going anywhere. I'll grind the end of that off to make it look pretty. Into that hanger. I had to cut it off. It dips down just a little bit. So I'll cut that off later. Weld the bottom of it. Round it off, make it look pretty. So what in the heck? What in the heck is going on out there, everybody? APM Auto. What is the abbreviation? I can come up with a couple. Yeah. Old joke there, but you know, they are kind enough to circle the problem. But FORD, man, first on race day, for only redneck drivers, pound on a rush and dump, fix or repair daily. What's it? Fucked up old rebuilt Dodge. You know, he got the gauntlet. Pick one. Starting to get a little thunder, a little lightning. Beautiful. Oh yeah, beautiful sunset out there though. Kind of makes you want to hug your old lady. Like we're gonna get a little rain here. Surprise, surprise. Wife washed her car, so definitely gonna rain. No questions. Take that down. Not really looking forward to, but it happens. Yeah, I know it's taking forever. My cordless is charging. There we go. I'll just finish weld this thing. Sounds to me like you had a pretty cool coolant. Hey, Mikey, doing a 3-inch cutout and mufflers. I got some Dynamax Ultra Flows I put on the back and on lunch. Man, oh man, brown rice. Yeah, so I got some Dynamax Ultra Flows. I don't know if you saw that video of that blue fox body on YouTube Shorts. Sounded really nice. So I asked what mufflers they were, and a guy commented and told me what he had on the car. So I know the turbo car is going to sound a little different than a blower car, but anything's going to help. This thing, as loud as it is, obnoxious, I should say. It only sounds good. Only sounds good when you're wide open. So I'm gonna make it sound good cruising and ridiculous wide open. Back on the old third shift, huh? Ugh. Let me turn that back up a little bit now. Trying to not get too much buildup. Gonna be a little too hot. Trying to get too much buildup on this because then it hangs the V-band up. Really need to learn how to TIG weld. Yeah, well, I didn't break anything this time. Luckily. Not yet. Give it time. That was quite a little angle. Not raining yet. It's coming. Yeah. He's still sore about that thing too. That's the good spot right there. Yeah, those were the good old days for sure. I miss nights like that. Also miss being able to consume mass quantities of alcohol and feel just as good in the morning. If you're wondering why I'm throwing my cable over my shoulder like that. Later, man. Thanks for stopping in. It's because my lead off of the machine is wore out, and if I bend the handle at an angle, it'll stop welding. So I gotta keep a nice smooth loop, transition, or it'll stop welding. The wire will start darting out. It's just a hot mess. Hey, that's hot. Hot tomato for you. Hot tomato for you. You hear it farting there? Too much heat. Holding it too long, making a mess. So, what the heck's everybody doing, man? Talk to me, peoples. Talk to me. What's going on out there? I'm sure some of you are, oh, I just run a bead on there. Well, I didn't run a bead because this Miller would just get hotter and hotter and hotter, and I'll end up blowing through this super thin. It's like welding a damn Pepsi can. So I didn't want to run a bead because I know that would lead to a hole, and that hole was going to lead to me being pissed off and throwing this thing across the shop because I done burnt a 3-inch hole in it. So a little tack around ain't gonna hurt nothing. It'll be absolutely fine. A little spatter though. I don't like that too much. All right, we'll let that cool off before I touch it again. I'm gonna take this pipe out of here. Take this out. It really sucks that my cordless ratchet is shit the bed. Really don't like using this Milwaukee. Even turned down on its lowest setting, it's still a hell of a unit. And I've done broken one too many V-band bolts with it, but for Pete's sake, we're gonna use it. Let's see what I'm on. Number 1. Oh yeah, that's the old pepper. Put that right there. Almost time to go eat some dinner. Rag. It's time to go eat some din. Eggs. Nothing worse than this fiberglass. There they are. Getting in your hands. That's a piece of pipe. It's down somewhere. Thing about stainless is it cools off fast. Big hole right there. Exactly what I was talking about. Get too hot. Whee! I can fill that in. No big deal. What up, Spencer? The project is exhaust work on a Fox body here. We're doing a 3-inch cutout and mufflers. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Before I put it on, I painted the exhaust with heat, high temp paint and wrapped it and just hope for the best. You know, the 4-inch part of it's all stainless, so unfortunately it's gonna stain it, but the rest of it's 3-inch, and when it does rust out, whack it off, put some new stuff on there. This car doesn't see rain, it doesn't see salt, snow, or any of that. It sits in the garage. It goes out when the weather's nice. But yeah, the hot and cold from the exhaust definitely gets some moisture in there and cause you some problems. You know, as far as it rusting. This car, maybe 1,000 miles a year on it. Hard miles, but maybe 1,000. It's got. Let's see. I put that transmission in it, the new transmission in it, did a break in, and I think it's the most that I've driven the car in a couple years, honestly, consecutively driven it, I should say. Trigger sticking on me. It's time for new liner. On my torch. Fill this hole in. Probably should have made a couple of different round spots. Hey, ain't much safer than that. Oh, you talking about when I was grinding around the end of it? Nah. Yeah. If I blind myself, it's just early retirement. And what better content than a blind guy trying to weld metal together? Yeah, that's something to look forward to. Let it cool. Don't be a fool. Just filling in a hole there, if you're wondering there, buddy. I don't know where you went off to. I guess you left for a little bit. Miss Cobra. You missed Cobra. He was on. Oh, I'm going to get this shit all over my hands. This is a big chunk of exhaust pipe. Surprisingly, for stainless, it's still actually pretty heavy. But it's probably this much mild steel pipe that's making it all that heavy. Yeah. Alright, we'll let that cool off. Negative. I cannot. I do need to learn how to TIG weld, and as soon as I master TIGging mild steel and stainless, I'm going to try aluminum. I had all the crap to do it, but I just need seat time. Then I'll start welding all kinds of crap together. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people I know that's growing up that were exhaust shop welders. Yeah, they were blind or half blind. Had a friend of mine thought he was cool. Was welding on the back of a dump truck, stick welding on the back of a dump truck with no helmet. He's just closing his eyes real tight when he was welding, and went home. He was fine, and woke up probably about 1 a.m. and hear somebody banging around. I'm like, what in the hell is that? And my buddy trying to feel his way around his house. His eyes had crusted over to where he couldn't see, and he was talking to me, and he didn't know his mom was standing right behind me, and she didn't say anything. And he was talking. He's like, "Don't tell my mom, but you got to take me to the emergency room." And his mom goes, "I'm right here. I'll take you." I thought he was going to piss his pants. It was hilarious. You can TIG weld, man. You gotta, you gotta help a man out. I think there was so many good reviews on that. You probably see a little bit that Vavar TIG welder, and for the life of me, I could not get it set right. It'll start doing something, and then it'll just go to shit. Or I can't get a puddle to form. I'll hit my electrode and it'll start cooking, and it will not form a puddle. I'll try to dab it, and as soon as I dab it, shit hits the bed. Can't get it to make a puddle. Can't carry a puddle, and if I do get a puddle, it looks like a worm or straight line bird shit. It's stacked real high. I cannot get it to move the way that it's supposed to move. I can't get it to push the puddle. I can, if I build, it'll build too much, too fast. And if I try to build it and push it, it'll either lay totally flat and just, you'll see all the gas and the chemicals burn out of the weld, and it'll just make it look gray and chalky. I can't get it. Cannot get it. And I don't know if it's probably got a lot to do with me and probably not the machine, but I'm a mechanic. I like to blame everything for me. I've tried. I got different probes for the tip. I got different nozzles. I've tried different sticks from different manufacturers. Just can't get it. Yeah, what is it? I'm using pure pure argon. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, argon. 100% argon. CO2. Yeah. I think that's what I'm. Hang on, let me double check. It's been a while. It's been a few months because I got it. I got all amped up. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna TIG weld because I can you could train a monkey to MIG weld, but I can do it pretty decently. My miller here needs some repairs, but it is what it is. But I thought for sure, man, I'll just try it a few times and just get it, but I ain't got it yet. Let me see. Yeah, yeah, pure argon is what I'm using right now. CO2, huh? I'll give it a try. Yeah, well, mainly what I do is mild steel and stainless steel. So I really wasn't, things that argon was what you're supposed to use. Argon was what you're supposed to use, and some people use a mix, I think, of argon and CO2 or argon and something other. Um, I don't know. I just got to sit in here and keep getting after it and uh, try to find some clean metal. Yeah, I'll get some CO2. I got a gas place right down the street from the shop. I'll give me a bottle. Give it a try. See what happens. I keep sticking the tip. It's like I'll hit my trigger, and then it'll sit there and it pulses before it arcs. It'll tick 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 tick. And I'm like, what in the hell? And it'll sit there and it'll tick and tick and tick, and then finally I'll be like, what the hell? And I'll go to turn my head, and the tip will drop, and that thing will arc, and I'll end up welding the torch in to the damn piece of metal, and I'm like, and then I have to regrind my tungsten and start all over again. It got to where it was pissing me off. Helium. That's what I meant. Pedal triggers. You gotta use a pedal trigger. Oh, you gotta use a pedal trigger. So yeah, I did. Well, I was just getting into it. I was just like, let me see if I can get my hand at it. See if I can do it, and then I'll upgrade because entry level crap. I didn't want to spend a boatload of money and not be successful at it. So I wanted to spend a little bit of money, and I did some research, and there's tons of good reviews on that machine, and I bought the same damn machine, and I don't know, people are just like out of the box, and whoop, whoop, there you go, look at this. I'm like, oh man, that looks easy. Let me try. Just didn't turn out that way. So if I can get it down, trigger, and it also does. It also do pulse, so I'll click the trigger once and it'll pulse, and then it'll start the arc and such. I don't have to use the trigger at all, but because I do MIG, I'm used to squeezing that trigger and getting after it, so it's kind of like a comfort thing. But I bought some bar stools instead of standing, because everybody's like, no, you got to sit down when you TIG, or you got to be comfortable. So I bought some bar stools and such to sit, so I can be comfortable to try and do this stuff. Yeah, I just didn't want to spend that Miller money, man. I spent that Miller money for that MIG welder. Shit ain't cheap. But who's that? CJ Race Car. I don't know if you follow them or not. They got a green welder. I forget the name of it, but they swear by it. I forget the name of it. Green TIG welder. Yeah, they get expensive. I had the only person other than me that's ever worked on my car is a because I live in Florida. There's a lot of ski exhibitions where people go out and they jump skis and they jump on skis, whatever the hell. So right across the street from where I work is a shop that builds aluminum ramps for skis. So I took my intake pipe and had them weld some bungs in it for me, TIG weld aluminum bungs in it for me. And after they did that, I was like, man, I felt so helpless that I couldn't do that for myself. Most of anything, I'd say 99.9% of any automotive thing is I do it myself. So it kind of made me feel useless that I couldn't TIG weld aluminum. I've got a big spool gun for my Miller, but that spool gun's for like welding bottom rails on trailers, and that I could do with the spool gun because it's a lot of heat. You just kind of lay it out like butter, but that spool gun on super thin aluminum isn't going to work out too good. See, I forgot to plug my phone charger back in. Crazy. What's going on here? Yeah, I've seen people do that. Well, aluminum soda cans, it takes talent. It takes talent, man. You gotta have that. You gotta have that patience. TIG weld is kind of slow to begin with, and I don't particularly like to go slow or take my time. I'm a big welder, just bang that shit out, just bang it out, But I'll get it eventually. I'll get it. Yeah, they do sell the pedal adapter for that. I may just take your advice on that and get it and try it and see what happens. It'll work or it won't. All right. I tell you, E85 condensation is horrible. It gets everything. Just eating this stainless right up. All right. Let's shove this thing back together. Well, I get a new one of those soon. Be fiberglass. Look, these damn mosquitoes out here trying to carry me away. They're everywhere. Holy cow, get out of here. Oh, yeah. Oh, you talking about that big dick one, right? That big one. It's like an inch and a half or something. I've got a bunch of stuff, but you know, it's all just junk, really. But I bought it. Let's see. No, this isn't the other. I've got a bunch of crap. I got the glass ones and stuff, and I think these things are made out of clay or something. I got a bunch of. I got another box somewhere. It's got more of them in there, but I've got some that are about an inch and a quarter somewhere. And I got some tungsten, a bunch of tungsten rods. Yeah, I'll get the hang of it. I'd much rather TIG stuff because it just looks so much nicer. You know, you could be more meticulous with it, and a whole lot cleaner. You know, you don't have all the spatter and all the bullshit. You know, I would like to make all of this exhaust stainless. Easy does it. No, I've got a spool in my doing I had a spool in my car. No more welded diffs. I learned my lesson on that a long time ago when I was a kid. And I had a Malibu that I kept welding the diffs in, having the diffs welded and go around a turn, pow, axle come out. Yeah, it's good times. Hey, for the price, yeah, all right. End up in a ditch? What you talking about? These are those welders. What's up, lady? Okay. All right. Had a good conversation going with this guy. Yeah. Well, I don't drive mine in the rain, and my car is built for racing. Yeah, the mosquitoes are coming out in droves. Yeah, they're coming out in droves. It's going. I got the cutout set up. Jeez, look at this guy. It's like a freaking pterodactyl. Get out of here. Jesus Christ, that was a big ass mosquito. I'm trying to drink all my blood. Yeah, no, I had to cut my hanger, and I got my pipe up a little higher, and I'm hoping that'll help a little bit further down the line. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I got some somewhere. Yep, I'm good. I'm good. Just chatting with this guy about welding and such. Oh, it's yeah, that's right. It's the none your business guy. Fucking love it. None ya bitch. Let me turn this gas off. It all leaks out. Hey, hey, hey. You settle down, little fella. Oh, my. Here, let me. I don't think you got a tour last time. Let me tell you what's going on there, Nunya. Let me unplug my charger here. So, there you go. Let me get my big head out of the way. Is that is a turbo downpipe. Comes out through the K member, down, comes back here. That's what I just piece of pipe I just put in. Then it goes back to an X pipe, which is kind of like a Y pipe now because it doesn't have another side coming in. Then it goes out the back, out the tailpipes. Don't worry about that ratchet strap right now. But yeah, so this is a Gen 1 Coyote motor out of a 14 Mustang, and it's got a big 88 millimeter turbo on it. Did some build videos on it on my channel. If you can see all the videos about the car. Good things come to those who wait, mister. Rushing me. I'm old, fragile. I think these mosquitoes are going to end up eating me alive before I have time to finish anything. But little love tap. Stick. Oh, my hood is actually right there. I had to heat that pipe up, move it over just a touch. Slag somewhere. Of course, I put the arm upside down. There's a slag somewhere holding that up. Sorry about that. I know that was loud as fuck. Alright. Let's see if I indexed that right. Put my motor in there. Generator, sweet. You ever shock the shit out of yourself fucking one of those? What do they give you? Huh. I don't know. Not that nice. Put all those on backwards. Oh, is that rain? No? Probably just mosquitoes going through the fan. Damn it. How many watts did you zap yourself with? Turn that down just a touch. Ooh, that's a good zap. Yeah, wow, got lucky. Dodged a bullet. Sorry. Oh, that was loud. Alright. That's the old pepper. Alright, well, that's going down. Until I figure out that I fucked up somewhere and have to cut it back off. Which it's gonna happen. It's inevitable. I fuck up a soup sandwich if somebody gave it to me. Sometimes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, you know, you're not fucking up, you're not working. Ain't that some shit? I knew those bolts were gonna be too long. I don't know why they're too long. They are. Alright. I'll take it. I'll take it. Here, let me show you guys what this looks like. All bolted up and such. Pinch my finger. Not bad. There we go. Not too bad, right? electric cutout action. Angled it down just a touch so it doesn't hit back here. If it decides to blow out a flame or something, it'll come down and further instead of up. Doesn't look bad. Not too bad. Bad, huh? Not too bad for old rookie. Self-taught. You know. No welding certifications here. Just don't tell OSHA. It'll. I mean, if it doesn't falls off the car, then we'll call it weight reduction. So, being electrical, I'm gonna run some wires inside. I think I'll use this hole. Yeah, I'll use this hole up here. Pull that rubber biscuit out of there. God damn bugs. Gross. And stop walking around my mouth open. Oh, fuck, that's disgusting. Sorry, you guys had to hear all that. Oh. Oh, man. That'll work. Now I just got to do something back here. I think I'll save this for tomorrow. Do the mufflers and shit tomorrow. We got a lot of cutting. A lot of cutting. So, you guys want to hang out tomorrow with me? I'll be on 12 o'clock work for everybody. Maybe a little earlier. I'll probably be out here a little earlier, maybe. See how I feel when I wake up. I'll run this wire stuff tomorrow for that. It don't look bad. So I might do too. Take all these layers of paint off. Since I'll be cutting it, I don't know if you guys can see me very well, but I'll be cutting this off here at the bullet muffler. I'll cut them off here. I have to extend this piece of pipe out about 8 inches or less, and we'll call it 5, and hang the mufflers. So really, I'll probably end up taking all of this back off and cutting it back apart and just refitting everything. I got to cut the tailpipes again. The tailpipes got to be cut because the mufflers are offset. So inlets on the inside, outlets on the outside. So it's going to change the way I have to do these tailpipes. I'm going to cut the tailpipes and do a 90, or like a S, do an S type shape or something along those lines to get it tucked in to the frame rail here. Then I'll put my my limiting straps so I can get rid of that ratchet strap. I'll do my limiting straps. I got some limiting straps. Thanks, bro. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll get a little propane bottle too and put that spark plug in there, a little propane nozzle. Light the whole car up on the bottom. Big fireball come out from it. Oh yeah. 1980s strikes again. The old school flamethrower kit. Old school. Well, I think I done ate enough bugs for tonight. I'm gonna shut this bitch down and go eat me some cold spaghetti. Thanks everybody for watching and thanks for subscribing. Jesus Christ, it means a lot. People out there all over the world interested in what I'm doing. Ah, it's awesome. Alright, man. Take it easy. Corn, I'll see you tomorrow. Same bat channel, same bat time. Y'all take it easy out there.